Hi, this video is about selling Notion templates. This is a PLR, which is private label rights template for an ultimate planner. This template is available in my Etsy shop over on Etsy called Minimalish Paper Company, and that is Minimalish with an SH at the end. You can purchase this template and you can sell it. It comes with a commercial license. This is an ultimate planner that I created last year and actually do sell a version of in my shop. This version has been stripped down. So if you're looking for just a personal planner for yourself, that is available over there, and the price point will be much lower because that is just a personal use. However, this one, when you see PLR, this is for private label rights, meaning you can take this template, make it your own, and sell it. Notion templates sell from anywhere from a couple of dollars. Some of them cost hundreds. This is a rather large planner. This is an ultimate planner. You could, depending on what you do to it, sell it for, maybe $20, $30, $40, depending on what you do with it. And that just depends on your marketing, on how much of an audience you have, and kind of what you're comfortable with as far as a selling point. But I'm going to give you a brief overview of the template. Again, this has been stripped down. I do sell a version of it in my shop that is aesthetically matches what I try to sell in my shop. I highly recommend, if you don't use Canva, that you use Canva to create banners, covers here. You can add icons here, and you can really make this look like your own. You can make this anything you want. Some knowledge of Notion is necessary to sell Notion templates. You'll need to be able to update your template as Notion comes out with new updates, which they do frequently. Also, you will have to help customers troubleshoot their templates at times. Sometimes it's always very easy to find an answer to a Notion question. However, if somebody needed your help or something goes wrong in your template, you do need to be able to fix that for people. But in general, I do find that as long as you have some kind of small amount of ability and knowledge of Notion, most people are fine with these. I field very few questions, and I've been selling Notion templates for over a year now. So the first thing you're going to have here is this navigation. These are all the hubs that you have available within this. You can change this. You can modify it however you want. But these are all included. Up here, these are buttons that will take you to these versions of your planner. And I'm actually going to remove this index because there is no index. An index is something you would need to create yourself. And an index is just, it's very popular, but it's a collection of links to everything within your Notion template. So within your planner, you may want to create an index that will give people kind of a quick reference to certain pages within your planner, but that is something you do have to set up yourself once your planner is done. The first thing is a plan template. Here, typically, I do include instructions on how to use templates, on how to use the functionality of here. So that's a good idea. Here in your daily planner, you do have buttons that go to these pages. You have a daily agenda, tasks, habit tracker, meal planner, journal. There is a little bit of a clock here. You can do those. Those are just widgets that you can embed. And here you have your master calendar. Everything here is filtered to just show what's relevant to today. Same thing with the weekly planner. Everything's filtered for this week. Looks very similar. We do add a couple of extra, there we go. Fix that issue. That's again what I'm talking about. You'll have little things go wrong in your Notion template that you'll need to know how to fix. So you need to know some information and some basic knowledge of Notion. But here's a weekly planner, and everything's just filtered to week. These draw off the databases from other pages. Here, same thing with monthly. This one gets a little bit bulkier. I include the shopping list and some things. Again, you can delete, take away, add whatever you want to these pages. Then here's a yearly planner. This is just the calendar. I think most people do not plan yearly. So here I just included the calendar, a quick place to go put in important dates when you're setting up your calendar. Next up is my nutrition planner. This is one of my favorite things I've ever created, and you get the full version of it here to sell. The Ultimate Meal Planner includes a recipe box so people can load in recipes. I think it's always a good idea if you're selling these, load in a couple recipes and then load in a couple recipes to the meal planner. The meal planner is meant to be what you're cooking in this time period that you've meal planned for, if that's a week, if that's a month, whatever it is. But your recipe box is where you're going to store all your recipes, and you can literally drag them from here to there and back and forth. And they can also, you can clip recipes to here through Notion Web Clipper. I think that is a great thing to point out to potential buyers, how to use Notion Web Clipper. Again, this is just, I'm going to remove my branding here. I missed one. Here is a recipe box. That's just going to be a page dedicated to that database. The meal planner, this is just a little bit of an easier way to use the meal planner. You can drag and drop these. I did leave these instructions here for you so you could kind of see how it works. But also, you can always go to my YouTube channel, and there's a video about how I use my Notion. Later, I've missed this branding too, so I'm going to remove that. Here you go. It's a perpetual grocery list. I did leave you instructions here on how that works. Basically, anything that you always keep on hand, you enter in here and you change the status, and you'll always know what you have in your pantry or your fridge. And here we have a food journal. Again, I missed the branding. And there we go. Next is a shopping list hub. This is just kind of a list. A page with just a bunch of shopping lists. The perpetual grocery list appears here. So does household goods, a perpetual monthly list, things that people have to buy every month, and a perpetual weekly shopping list if you're someone who shops weekly. We have a wish list, a one-day list, so that would be like items you're wanting to buy in the future, and then just your main shopping list. You can strip this down. I just wanted to give you a bunch of options on how to give that to people in your template. Next up, we have our Goal and Vision Hub. This just has a goal planner task list, so any task list related to your goals you can put here, inspiration here, a journal here. I'll show you here that when you go into many of these pages, you do already have templates loaded. These will be templates that I've put into here. You can modify those templates by clicking these three dots and editing the template, or you can just click it right here. There's a weekly review template, okay? So if you want to go back and you want to say, let's take this weekly review template, you want to edit it, you want to remove my branding, obviously. So you're going to hit change cover and hit remove. It's going to remove that, and that's actually editing the whole template. So if you wanted to change this picture to something of yours, you wanted to replace it, whatever you wanted to edit within that, you can. The same thing goes for here. For the monthly reflection, you can come in here. I'm going to remove my branding because I thought I had done all this and I clearly had not. You're going to be able to edit that. Here is a brain download template. This is not, it's a little bit, it's just wide open, but it does automatically add the tag of a brain download. So that's an easy thing to change. And then this daily reflection here, you can do the same thing here. And you can have it auto, load pictures, whatever you want to do. And that journal is the same journal that appears throughout your planner. So whenever you see reference to a journal, it's the same journal. Goals here, you could add a new goal, and we have a goal template. And it just sets you up there. And I think it's always good to, when you go into these databases, to add something, add a journal entry, add a goal, show people how it works, particularly when you're selling it. Let's go back to the Goal and Vision Hub real quick. I'm going to show you. There's a vision board. It is just blank. That is something you may want to put some mock pictures in. Same thing here. We have the goal planner. It's the same thing. Now, this is a little bit of a broken down goal planner where people can just list out goals. If you prefer the other way, the way I just showed you with the goal template, you can just use that one. And then there's an inspiration hub. This is just, you can pin articles, people can do whatever they want there. So that's a good place just to get creative and really make the template your own. As for the productivity, this is going to be a collection of databases from elsewhere within the template. And I apologize, we've been having internet issues that might have caught up with me just now. Content Hub, I did leave instructions here for you. Here is, I always put links to tutorials. You can do that here. I think it's a great idea to create tutorials of using your templates for the people who buy your templates. It'll also save you a lot of effort in answering questions if you go through and show people exactly how to use your templates, particularly on these larger templates. I've had some people buy my templates who are not incredibly familiar with Notion, and being able to watch the tutorial, they've been able to figure out how to use the template and how to set it up. This is broken down into two databases. Over here is a bookshelf, and over here is a content database, meaning here you may put like shows, movies, articles, whatever you want to. And over here, this will be just strictly restricted for books. It's going to be filtered by status often. So what are you currently reading? What do you want to read? But it's a great little tool. People really do like the content hubs. The financial hub here, this is a pretty large financial planner. You include a monthly finances and a monthly budget in two separate databases. There's a savings tracker, account overview, financial habit tracker, business expenses, financial goals, and a debt tracker. You can take this, break this down, delete it, take out whatever you want, but there are a couple little entries in here to kind of show you how these were supposed to work. And but that's a pretty large financial planner. It is these are separate databases for the most part, so you would just familiarize yourself with it and set it up however you want to. Next up is a wellness hub. This has your same journal here. There's a workout library, so if you have workouts you like to do, maybe on YouTube or other websites, you can pin them here using Notion Web Clipper, or you can create and type out your own workouts and schedule them within here. Here is a exercise planner and log. Here you can put the planner, so that's things you want to do. The log are things you actually do. And there you go. Next up, we have a school year planner. This is meant for parents. If you are not targeting yourself towards families or parents, you can obviously delete this. But this has just a notes function. There's a specific database for school contacts, a calendar, and you can also set up a schedule. Next up is a home planner. This home planner, we're going to have a link to that perpetual shopping list, service providers, important links, documents and manuals. You can put a mood board or inspiration here. Here you can create a home inventory. So as you know, for insurance purposes, often you need a home inventory. You can do that there. Also, here is a pretty complicated cleaning tracker. I guess not complicated, but involved cleaning tracker. You can do cleaning tasks, and you can mark them by frequency, and then they will get sorted into these. So is it daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, biannually, or yearly? And depending on the frequency that you select, it will sort those into these different databases right here. And here you can set up daily cleaning tasks. And here's a home project planner. You can list home projects and they'll sort them right here. This one's for large home projects. This is for small home projects. I decided this one is more to be like large scale things that you have to do that would take some period of time. The last thing is my travel planner. This travel planner is pretty involved. There's a travel checklist people can create here. You can list where you've been, a bucket list, your miles and points, your travel documents, inspiration, wardrobe, journal. This is a separate journal. This is a travel journal. And here you have a calendar reserved just for travel. And here, when you go in here to your trips, you can enter in a trip planner, and this will load, which is a basically complete full trip planner that's built within that database. You can put restaurants, as you see here, there's things automatically loaded to show people how to use it. This is actually a trip that I took to Portugal, and it will show you kind of how to do it. People can actually build out their own itineraries, and this is one little thing I have to fix right here. So this will be, as you will see, this is an error. I will fix this in just a moment. I won't make you sit through it though. This travel planner is great. Absolutely. It's probably the second Notion template I've created that I personally use the most. And so it's a great thing to use. Enter in trips. It'll sort them by planning, dreaming, visited. People can really create massive lists of trips and also can track everywhere they've been. So I highly recommend that planner. to use, and that use this trip planner function. So that would be a great thing to highlight within this template. So here you go. This is how you build a Notion template that you can sell. You can sell this Notion template as many times as you want. You can create it, make it your own. You can update it every year. When you buy this, you have the commercial rights to sell it. It is stripped down to the point that you will need to make adjustments to make it your own. People who are successful selling Notion templates usually have some aesthetic value to them. And I highly recommend that you use Canva to really create an aesthetic Notion template for yourself. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Always remember, you can use the code YouTube50 if you have not purchased your template yet and you would like to, and that is valid for anything, for any of these templates in my store. And good luck.